the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Square, starring Jane Seymour, Carrot Top, Thompson, and McMahon, Jackée, Jeni, Kathleen, Madigan, Roshumba, and this week's Center Square, Danson.
We got the best and most players from coast to coast, and I don't want to boast, it's Hollywood Slamming.
And your host, Tommy Bergeron.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Welcome to another fine edition of Hollywood Squares with our Center Square all this week, TV's Becker himself, Ted Danson. Thank you. With us. And, Ted, I don't know. This might be too close to call. Don't you think this audience is equally as good as yesterday's?
By far.
Yeah. They really are. We want to welcome back our returning champion, day 4 for him. He's got $35,166 in cash and stuff. Steve Polite. Welcome, Steve. Good to see you again. And in the circle position, we welcome Adande Fletcher. Welcome. Good to have you here, Adande.
Thank you.
Okay, it's a big old tic-tac-toe game. You guys have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the squares. First game is always a $1,000 game. And as always, the challenger gets to start it. Adande?
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson, all right. Ted, Ellis Island was once a gateway for immigrants, but after a massive renovation in 1990, it reopened as what?
Ironically, as a restricted golf club. No, you wait, because I know this.
That's good.
National Park.
Okay.
I disagree.
It's a museum, so circle gets that square. Just a museum. All right, Steve.
Richard Jeni.
Richard Jeni appearing at the Comedy Store in La Jolla later this month, the 24th and 25th. Richard, to the British,
Yes?
they're nappies. What do we call them?
Well, the British nappy, of course, is the diaper, and it is called a nappy because it is placed around a child in case the child should pee during a nap, and therefore it is called a nappy.
I agree.
Diapers. Yeah, that's right. That's amazingly, he's right. X gets it. Adande.
Jackée Harry.
Jackée Harry, who's involved with the Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Foundation. Jackée, what's the difference between preserves and jam?
Now, would you watch Def Comedy Preserves? I mean, come on. Y'all can laugh, you know, it's okay. Let me see.
I got you, Jackée, girl.
Thank you, Adande. Who is that? Is that Roshumba?
Yeah.
Adande, Roshumba, Jackée, fabulous. No difference.
No difference.
I disagree.
Preserves had the fruits whole or chunky, and jam, it's minced into a puree. There is a difference. Circle gets that square. Steve.
Leah Thompson for the
Leah Thompson from For the People on Lifetime Television. Leah, it has become of no concern to me. My indifference is boundless, and it makes my gorge rise were suggested alternatives for what well-known movie line?
Alternatives? No wonder. It makes my gorge rise.
Yeah.
Can you say that for me, Ted?
No, I'm not going there.
That's what the actor did. So, I think this is go ahead, make my day.
Go ahead, make
I
my...
disagree.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. From Gone with the Wind, next gets the square. It makes my gorge rise. Adande.
Jane Seymour.
Jane Seymour. All right, might have gone to Kathleen for the block, but we'll see how that works. All the clothes you see Jane wearing this week, she has designed herself in her Jane Seymour signature collection.
Thank you.
Jane, because it was accidentally sat on and he liked how it sounded afterward, what jazz trumpeter was known for playing with a bent instrument?
You know, I know this, but I can't remember it. That dizzy guy? That dizzy guy, Dizzy Gillespie?
I agree.
That dizzy guy is right, yes. So circle gets that one. Steve.
Kathleen Madigan for the win.
Kathleen for the win, performing later this month at the Houston Laugh Stop in Houston, Texas, 29th through the 1st. Kathleen, the Maasai tribe of Africa believes that all of these in the world belong to them and will take them home even if they belong to someone else. What are they?
Car stereos. Could I just state for the record, too, I did not design my clothes, but I did design an outfit.
Yeah, for under
Very
$1,000.
cute.
Oh, that's very nice.
Exactly right. I'm going to say gems.
I disagree.
Cows. Cows, actually. X gets that one. And $1,000. When we come back, we'll play a Secret Square game just a couple of minutes away. Stay right there.
Your pants are falling off there, Scratty.
I know, it is hard. Sorry.
You need a tighter belt.
I'm cruising the hallways of CBS.
That's hot.
Can you see my crack? I need a belt from the Jane Seymour collection. I need a belt.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
All right, we're back. We're going to kick off a Secret Square game in a moment. First, though, we give our contestants a chance to say hi to you. Adande Fletcher, tell us about yourself.
I'm from Richmond, Indiana, and I work at the Department of Children and Family Services, and I have 7 beautiful grandchildren.
All right, wonderful. It's great to have you on board here, Adande. And our returning champion, Steve Polite, tell us about yourself.
Again, I'm a bodily injury claims adjuster from El Cajon, California. In my spare time, I like to play drums. I've been playing for about 17 years, and currently I am in a trio. We call ourselves STEM.
Okay. I don't know if it was a member of the audience or one of our staff that thought this was Bring Your Bottle to Work Day. All right, let's play another $1,000 game. This one has a secret square. Now, yesterday we had the Stairmaster climber in the secret square stash. That's still there. And Jeffrey, what are we adding today?
Get ready to rock and roll because you're going to the American Music Awards in Hollywood. Tell us about it, Dick Clark.
The winner of the Secret Square will be our special guest at the 30th Annual American Music Awards, which will air Monday live January 13th. You'll party with the biggest stars and the hottest acts in music at the American Music Awards Monday, January 13th.
Plus, you'll spend 4 nights at the luxurious, newly renovated Park Hyatt Los Angeles. An exclusive package for 2 worth $6,956.
All right, thank you, Jeffrey. Our secret square worth just under 10 grand today. We're going to show all of you at home who it is. All right, Steve, you won the first game. You start.
Jane Seymour, please.
Jane. Oh, right out of the gate. Bam. Jane's our secret square, and the visual matches your outfit. This is like serendipity day here. Here's a little visual to help over here. This is a scene from a movie directed by which of these actors? Dennis Hopper, Jack Nicholson, or Peter Fonda?
Peter Fonda.
I agree.
Dennis Hopper. Dennis Hopper, Easy Rider.
Oh
So
my God.
Circle gets that square. Break for you, Adande.
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson from Becker. Ted, in this TV series, Dad's a monster, Grandpa's a vampire, and the son's a werewolf. What series is it?
The Osbournes. Munsters.
I agree.
You are right. Yes, it's the Monster Circle. Yes, the square. All right, Steve.
Richard Jeni for the blonde.
Richard Jeni. All right, Richard. According to Stuff magazine, if you die while lying in the sun, can you still get a tan?
Yes, and if you don't believe me, 2 words, George Hamilton. Can you die? Can you get a tan after you die?
Yeah, if you die while lying in the sun.
No, but on the plus side, you don't have to deal with the beach traffic on the way home. No, the answer is no.
He says no.
I agree.
No, you can actually. Melatonin and skin cells can continue to work for up to 2 days.
Told you.
So I can't give you that one, Adande.
Richard Jeni for the win.
Okay. The first one in the U.S. was named the Gravity Pleasure Switchback Railway. The first what?
I think that it was the first roller coaster.
I disagree.
The first roller coaster. X gets a block. You're still alive here, Steve. We'll see where you're going next when we come back. Right after this.
Purple sweater girls. Oh, you have your belly pierced.
Purple show.
How cute. Yeah,
That's my husband gave me this diamond the first time. And
Oh, your husband gave you that?
He gave me the diamond like 15 years ago.
Oh.
So I put it here.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
All right, we are back. By the way, next week on the show, I will gladly play bullseye for our center square. Don Rickles will be here on Hollywood Squares next week. That should be fun. All right, we're into our second $1,000 game, and Steve, I believe it's your turn.
Roshumba Williams, please.
Roshumba, special correspondent on Entertainment Tonight. Whose fist is pounded into cement at Grauman's Chinese Theater?
John Wayne.
I agree.
John Wayne is correct. X gets the square. The Duke. Adande?
Carrot Top for the block.
Carrot Top is at the MGM Grand in Vegas through the 8th. USA Today reports that Japanese people reached new records for having the longest what?
How about marriages, maybe? Marriages. The longest marriages.
I will disagree.
You know, I wasn't sure until the last syllable got out of your mouth. Yeah, their lives, their life expectancy. So Circle gets it. Well, you're going to do a switch up there on us. Steve.
Jackée Harris for the block.
Jackée for the block. All right. 36 people have attempted to escape this. Most were recaptured, but 7 were shot and killed. Escape what?
Scotland Yard.
Okay.
I disagree.
Alcatraz. X gets a block there. Adande.
Kathleen Madigan for the win.
Kathleen Madigan for the win and a tie game if you get it. Kathleen, the FBI was founded in 1908, but agents weren't allowed to do this until 1934. Do what?
Lap dances. I know it seems odd. Carry guns.
For a tie game.
For the tie game, I will agree.
Yeah, that's right. We got a tie game. Okay. Our tiebreaker is worth $2,000. And to start the tiebreaker, we go to the queen of the dramatic pause, Adande.
Ted Danson.
All right, Ted. If you're married and you also practice polyandry, you have more than one what?
Polyandry. Parrot. No, that was too silly. Let me give you the right answer.
Okay.
Husband.
I agree.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Circle gets the square. Steve?
Jane Seymour, please.
Jane Seymour. All right, Jane. Jane, true or false, if you chew nothing but sugarless gum nonstop for 4 days straight, you'll actually gain up to 2 pounds.
Actually, it's true, and I'll tell you why it's true, because it's pretty amazing. But the body, and I know this from being a doctor on television for many years, of course, didn't have chewing gum in those days, but actually a really bizarre thing happens. The body has this sort of feast or famine thing, and when it feels like it's not being fed, it hangs on to all its fat. So whereas you might normally get rid of some fat, it just hangs on to what it has.
So she says true.
I'll agree.
See, she's not really a doctor. She just
Just
played
an
one on
actress.
TV.
I wish I wasn't so...
It's false. Circle gets the square. Adande.
Richard Jeni for the win.
All right, for the win, Richard. And $2,000. What was the first substance to be marketed in an aerosol container? Was it bug spray or cheese?
Bug spray.
And I'm going to agree.
Bug spray.
Yes.
Yeah, insecticide. Snarko gets it. All right. Our next game. We'll wait until tomorrow. That means we are out of time. Steve, we're going to give you $1,000 for today, and you will leave us with a total of $36,166.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Thomas.
But Adande, you got $3,000. You're our new champion. Congratulations. All right. Now we're going to come back. Adande is going to play our bonus round, but I would just caution you, that's where you don't want to utilize the dramatic pause, all right?
Okay.
30 seconds and maybe a new car in our future. We'll find out right after this. Congratulations. Bonus round time with our newly minted champion, Adande, who's won $3,000 already. And look what's in your future, possibly, over here. Take a look at these 9 keys. One of them will start what, Jeffrey Tambor?
It's the new PT Cruiser Woody! As practical as it is stylish. Worth $23,920.
You know, Adande, Jack Benny did his show in this very studio years ago. That's where you're getting those pauses from. Don't use them now, all right? Up to now, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out what you know about them. You'll pick a square. I'll read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key, improving your chances of starting the car. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock. It starts ticking when you pick your first star.
Carrot Top.
Carrot Top's on a NASCAR Winston Cup car.
Agree.
Right, next.
Roshumba Williams.
Roshumba has twin scars on her legs from wearing her favorite biker boots.
I agree.
Right, next.
Richard Jeni.
Was fired from a public relations job for walking out of an elevator naked.
I disagree.
Wrong.
Leah Thompson.
Leah is fluent in Spanish, French, and Italian.
Agree.
Wrong, next.
Ted Danson.
Ted once played a lemon chiffon box in a pie mix commercial.
Agree.
Right, next.
Jackée Harry.
Jackée once employed as a wardrobe dresser for Carol Channing.
Agree.
Right,
Jane
next.
Seymour.
Was named officer of the British Empire by Queen Elizabeth.
Disagree.
Wrong.
Ed McMahon.
Hey, all right. Not bad for 30 seconds. Let's go count some keys here, Adande. Right down here. You know, it's interesting, Adande, you're recovering from the bonus round. The rest of America's recovering from the image of Richard Jeni walking out of an elevator naked. We got 4 right in 30 seconds. Let's take away 4 of the bad keys. Okay, one of those remaining 5 will start this PT Cruiser. Good luck.
Thank you. I really need this car.
Okay.
So it's got to start now. As soon as I put this in,
she's doing tough love.
Oh, no.
All right.
Next time.
There you go. That's the
Next
spirit.
time.
That's the spirit. Power of positive thinking. There you go. See? We'll take a look at which key would have started the car. Right up here. But you've pretty much decided you're going to be back here tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you are back here tomorrow, we'll start with 8 keys, all right? We're going to give you $1,000 for each of your correct answers. That adds $4 grand to your total. Day 1 as champion, you have $7,000. Not bad. Adande will be here. Ted Danson, our center square, and all our stars are coming back. I'm Tom Bergeron, hoping you join us for tomorrow's Hollywood Squares. Bye-bye.
This is Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Square, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
Hey, look, here's a pacifier for people that have ugly babies. Here you go, sweetheart. Because I was an ugly baby, so that's how I thought of that one. Here's Dick Cheney's necktie. It's got a little stethoscope attached to it. Maybe a redneck prom dress. That'd be kind of funny. Hey, what's up, man? All right, cool. That was fun.